great possibility as well. Speak on it, Illinois.
But I would say that, I've been saying all season that the Bears need another running back. Man.
Facts. Oh, we can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you. Can't hear you.
You want to wait?
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Take that Fisher Price, my first microphone, back to the store.
Hey, man. Hey, man, I was saying that they needed another running back because they banking on Cordell Patterson carrying the load pretty much until Montgomery get back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that happening, man.
Me either.
I mean, he's a good, change. Yeah, the receiver.
The receiver with the dreads?
Yeah, that's who they talking about taking most of the snaps.
So, yeah, it's over for that. And the last thing I'm going to broach tonight, man, is an eyesore to our community. Saturday I said I was going to do no more name calling in regards to these guys who I feel betray our community. But this guy, I do want to discuss his behavior. He goes by the name of Jason Whitlock. A lot of people call him certain names. I'm not going to use those names publicly anymore because I'm really on this mantra. If we're going to argue, we need to argue behind closed doors and not out in public. But I do want to discuss Jason Whitlock's behavior, man. He went as far as to call LeBron James a bigot. What are y'all thoughts on that? And how do y'all don't have? I don't even want, if y'all don't agree with me, please feel free to speak on it. But how do y'all feel about guys that's doing stuff like this? Obviously for clickbait and stuff like that.
I mean, it's. Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
I'm good. I just think it's terrible. Like, I've had issues, not personally, but I've stopped watching things involved with Jason Whitlock for some years now. Just like it was a couple of years ago when, somebody spray painted the word nigga in front of LeBron his house. He was like, well, you didn't have to leave it up there. But it's like the fact that that's being done, that's the issue. You talking about because LeBron, but it's the fact that somebody's putting this on a black person's, property. You had no problem. We had no problem with saying they was wrong. You saying LeBron was wrong for putting it out there. So I've had an issue with dude for some time. I've lost respect to him so long ago, and I stopped listening to what he's done and stopped watching the shows. Truthfully, I hate people who getting fired. But when I heard FS1 wasn't renewing his contract, I kind of cheered, like, oh yeah, we good. So I don't care for dude. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the issue that we run it into though is we got a bunch of motherfuckers that's like that. He's not the only motherfucker.
That's true.
And it seems to be more and more of these cats popping up. But I mean, I think that people, you don't want to do it in front of the camera because that's basically what most of them want as far as these networks.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody needs to sit these motherfuckers down, man. Hey, y'all need to stop this shit, or these motherfuckers don't need to be able to speak so freely to our culture, man, or around our culture, man. Somebody needs to start whooping these motherfuckers' ass or something, man.
My man said, Jungle Brother said he stopped dealing with him when he was on Sports Reporters. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Big Illinois, man. You hate to mention that violence needs to be enacted against somebody in our community, but when you defile our community like that, and you're clearly doing it for capital gain, let's not even say he needs to get beat up. Let's not even say that. But at some point, I think we need to do what Joe and Jungle Brother has done. I think this is definitely going to be the last time I mention his name on this show. I can guarantee you that. Just like I don't approve of the behavior of one Stephen A. Smith, and I don't mention him anymore because if we're paying attention, if we hate him, we need to be more like Jungle and Joe, and don't give him no airtime. And this is definitely going to be the last time I mention him on my show because he's a cancer. He is part of the problem because anytime you can identify what's wrong with our community, but you don't understand the problem at large, that's like saying, oh man, HRap nose is running. But you don't identify the fact that I have a cold and that's why my nose is running. You just want to highlight that. Look how disgusting HRap is. His nose is running. Now I have a cold. And if you can't identify the cold, then you're too stupid for us to be talking about. And I will ask everybody who's listening to this program, everybody who follow me on Twitter, to not even mention him anymore because this is why he is allowed to be potentially a millionaire at this point. Because it's people in this world that know it's people like Jason Whitlock around out here. And if they're comfortable just in your own tribe, then that's the most dangerous person in the world. That's just the way I see it, man.
I agree.
Because we got, because I don't want to get into this name calling thing because as me and Big Illinois was saying, if we gonna call, I do got two more topics. I'm sorry, guys. It's really one more topic, but if we gonna what's the difference in us calling him coons and sellouts and Uncle Toms and stuff like that, and then people from other cultures calling us niggas.
Right.
If we gonna call each other names, we can't ask other people not to call us names. But what we can do is freeze the amount and not deal with them. Period. 500 students at the University of Alabama, 7 players at the Kansas State University, and the Big Ten talking about bringing football back in October. Talk to me about those.
Well, I told you, hey, as long as they safe. Again, I don't mean to sound like the old, the old father and the thing, but as long as they safe, man, I started to love college football through the last couple of years. I know I'm late to the party. Hey, I'm here. That don't matter. But I'm starting to love college football. So if they gonna play, let them play.
Okay, man. I call bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you why I call bullshit. Because why does the Big Ten president have to meet with the president of the United States about restarting the fucking football team?
Mm-hmm.
What was the reason why y'all voted to stop it?
Right.
So shit didn't change within the last, month? Fuck out of here. He's advocating for them to play college football because they're not paying these motherfuckers. So, hey, you know what? You can sit them down and have no consequence. No.
Oh, this Toronto Raptor game coming down to the last shot. Stupid shot by Fred VanVleet. He should be slapped in the face.
What's the score?
The game over. 102-99.
We won.
Hey,
Boston.
Boston up 2-0. I wouldn't call it. I mean, I understand what you mean, but what was you supposed to call a timeout?
I would have.
He got the rebound. They passing the ball. He kept running up. He had to take a 3. Just happened to be Jason Tatum in the space.
That was. I wouldn't have did that, but I agree with Big Illinois. The whole situation when again, like I said a couple of weeks ago, the reason that dude, the Big Ten president, is being questioned is because it's his first year and he's the first person that looks like him to get that job. If he wasn't an African, they wouldn't be sweating him like that. Point blank, period. But he is, and they are. Again, point blank, period. I don't like it. Y'all gonna put these young boys' lives in jeopardy. But you know what? If my son wants to play, I will let him play, and I will have a liability attorney on speed dial. If my son cough, I don't give a damn if it's in 2050. Whatever's wrong, whatever happened to my son, I'm taking it back to this. I'm going to draw it right back to Corona, and I'm going to sue the hell out of the Big Ten Conference. That's why, if you ask me, that's why they stopped play, because they knew they would be liable.
I think they probably going to have them, of course, to sign some stipends or something. Man.
I'm not signing shit. If I was a player in any form of college at all, I'm not signing. No waivers, nothing. If I get sick, I'm out here. And if I get sick, that's your ass. Guess why? Because I'm not old enough to make the decision if I can get paid, but I'm old enough to make the decision to put my life in danger. And every physician in the world say, every psychologist or psychiatrist in the world say, the male brain isn't fully developed until age 25. I wasn't smart enough to make that decision. So, there it is. With that being said, y'all can get some parting shots and I'm going to shut it down, brothers. Thank y'all for staying. Y'all ain't get paid in overtime, though. It's only 10 minutes. Overtime don't kick in to 15 minutes.
Hey, man. Once again, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Next week, we didn't do our fucking fantasy show, man.
Well, we can always
and my fantasy draft is Sunday, man. Damn. But man, thanks for having me on the show. Check us out tomorrow on the Backyard Podcast. And also, you can check me out on Friday nights. I'm doing a old school ballad band type thing with One Wave featuring Al Hudson and the Isley Brothers, man. I know this is not sports related, but check me out Friday night at 10 p.m. Central Time.
You got your own verses going? Who you think you is?
Swift, man? Timberland? Yeah.
Well, you
Hey, y'all can wrap it up. Y'all ain't getting no overtime pay.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Just Joe from Houston. See y'all next time.
Hey, man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Built for This Network. This is the End of the Bench Podcast. Tune in tomorrow afternoon for the greatest Westside Wednesdays. You'll hit a promo in a second. Then you turn in to Deacon Dale in the mid-evening. And then late at night, you got Big Illinois' Backyard Crew. And then you got Cheers Roundtree People. If you listen to this show today, if you enjoyed this show, tune in tomorrow. It's going to be a very provocative theory of the culture. Me and DJ Knox was talking. He got a whole lot of stuff in the chamber. Man, Knox is going to blow y'all socks off tomorrow on Theory of the Culture. Please turn in. And then DJ Knox going to burn it down on the ones and twos. Thank you, Denise, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And then Knox going to burn it down. Then behind closed doors for my man Mandela tonight. Go to New Max Radio, man. New Max Radio, Girly Girl and Mandela They're going to be burning it down with tasty talk, adult entertainment, adult conversation. It is a dope-ass show. Support everybody on Spreaker. Then, Friday, you got DJ Knox. I think it's DJ Rocker early. And Big Illinois going to have a battle of the bands. Al Hudson and One Way versus the Isley Brothers. Tune in. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. It was a dope show last week. I'm expecting more of the same. She on the IR right now. I'm not sure if she's not feeling better. God bless her if she not feeling better. Get well soon. But DJ Purplicious potentially. And then Deacon Dale with the Blues Club at the same time. Then I'll be holding it down with Build and Destroy. Special guest, super dope MC, Super MC Razcast to be on this week. Super dope MC, Razcast, hip hop legend, Razcast will be on the show. I'll be interviewing him this week on Build and Destroy. And if he stand me up, he's still the dopest nigga I know, one of the dopest niggas I know. But I'm going to have a whole lot. I got a lot in the chamber anyway. And then Sunday, Raider for Life. And then you got in the evening, Raider Kev, Tiger Park early in the, you got Tiger Park in the morning, Raider for Life in the afternoon, D-Great burning down to Love Jones. Big ups to D-Great, man. The battle that D-Great do is awesome. By the way, I was talking to D-Great today. He bought one of Joe's favorite programs back, the game show that he do. It's on Friday, Joe. So he told me to tell you to come on through. So D-Great just started his game show back up on Friday. Dope show. Always, anytime you listen to a D-Great show, you're gonna get good content, good conversation. And it's a community situation, man. Much love to D-Great. Anybody who listens to D-Great show, you ain't never gonna listen. I challenge anybody in the history of listening to anything to listen to one D-Great show. You cannot do it. And then number one Chief Rocker Jersey Burn.